What is up, guys? Abzu here, and welcome on into Sword of the Sea. Yes, this is a brand new game from Giant Squid. As you can see, these are the guys who made Abzu and the Pathless. I think they're also like connected. It was one of those kind of splintering things. Like they worked on Journey as well back in the day when we had like Flower and Flow. As you can see, it's kind of a mashup of all those games together, right? When I first saw this game, it was like, must play, thank you very much, you know? So as you can see, it's kind of like we're going to be surfing along this sword, and we're going to be able to going along in the sand, but there's like the sea underneath it, and we're restoring life to this place. It looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. These guys specialize in movement. They specialize in a certain kind of like feel good. If ASMR had like a visual thing, it would be these guys. They just capture aesthetics so well. And look how gorgeous this is. This is going to shine on like PS5 Pro. And speaking of which, it is also available as a day one with the PS Plus program. Now, every now and then, Sony will grab hold of certain indie games, and they'll be like, okay, you guys are going to come in kind of as a day one, or for people who pay for the extra stuff, you know. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of as close as Sony will ever get to Game Pass. But yeah, nice way of showing off a lot of these games, and they've had a long history with these guys, so I'm down for that. But how you guys doing? Hello, how's it going? DPG first in the building. I love this. That's a nice way of starting things off. Nody getting right, exactly. You don't see many of the old notification squad these days. Look at that, straight into it. Holy hell, okay. No messing around. No mess, no fuss. Alright. Now, we also have a little bit of the Gamescom stuff coming as well, you know. I think most of it they can't seem to hide the leaks, so I think a lot of it is getting leaked straight away, you know. So we'll have to see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking over some of the stuff now. I think the Hollow Knight Silksong guys have finally spoke out, and they're like, okay, in the next like 48 hours, things are gonna go down, you know? It's like, damn. Alright, yeah, so tonight we're gonna have the opening night live. Gamescom itself is like it runs from the 20th to the 24th, but tonight we have a little bit, so at 7, so about a little over an hour and a quarter from now, we'll watch some of that from Jeff Keighley. We'll see. I'm looking forward to hopefully some Darksiders 4 stuff, or some Resident Evil stuff. Anything is good. I hear we might see a little bit from Lords of the Fallen 2 and Masquerade. Was it Masquerade the Bloodlines 2? What a fucking awkward title that is. I get it. It trips me up every time. All right, so let's get to this. We got inverted camera stuff, audio. Let's have a look here. All right. I'm liking the music already. Nice. I always try and controller, I don't even have that up. That was nice just to lower the sound effects a little bit. Beautiful sound. I love when there's kind of like ocean and sea mixed with the sand. There's something very pleasing about it. It's like a freaking ice cream or something, you know? It's ice cream with like gingerbread over it. It's just yummy. You're getting a bit of everything. Let's see what gameplay has to say. Preset, camera follow, camera sensitive, camera shake, motion blur. Alright, persistent dot. Ease motion sickness. Is it going to be that bad? We'll see. It seems to be a lot of tricks. Now, I don't know. These kind of games, same at Abzu and that, they don't necessarily have like a beginning, middle, and end. There's no real kind of... They're just an experience more than anything. This could be fun for the next while. I've been looking forward to this one. Hey, look, I re-upped my PS Plus for the first time in like 6 months with this game. And I'm being honest. Like, I've not got much use out of my PlayStation 5 this year at all. Outside of Death Stranding 2. That's bad. That's on Sony. That ain't my fault. Oh, yes. Alright, let us begin. We'll have this, and Lost Soul Aside, and Ghost of Yote, so we'll get some use out of it. Ooh, is that like a little pearl from a clam or something? Sword of the Sea. These are my kind of games, because they're aesthetically pleasing, and usually have maybe a little comment. Things like Hyper Light Drifter. Tiny drop. Is that how we are born? They look like what are they called? Those clay statues. Abzu was pretty special. As someone who doesn't like the deep ocean stuff, It was nice to just have a little bit of calming. Ah. Ooh. Badass. So sick. Hey, there we go. Looks like, yeah, looks like we're going to be pulling off some tricks. These would be the type of games where they would utilize like 6 axes and stuff. Nice. I think like between the Japan studio and the Chinese room and Giant Squid, at one point there were, you know, sort of a lot of people from the same company, and then there are 3 different companies, you know. This feels really snappy and good. Hell yeah. Oh, look at the vibration when we do that. Nice. Oh look, we have that kind of very Journey style ripple that we can send out. You know, a lot of people, good old gamers and that, when you talk about Journey, Flower, or Flow, you know you're dealing with a real one, you know. Same people who like Shadow of the Colossus and The Last Guardian and that. And then you talk to another gamer and they'll mention like Call of Duty and maybe Madden or FIFA or something, and you know what kind of gamer you're dealing with there as well. And the cool thing is there's room for everybody. That's awesome. But every now and then an indie game comes along and it will grab that kind of casual audience. Maybe they put 1,000 hours into Call of Duty. I still consider that casual because all they do is play like 1 or 3 games a year. So if you can grab some of them, even if it's an Expedition 33 or the Sword of the Sea, that's wonderful. They'll realize that there's a lot more out there, you know. And maybe, just maybe, you might have yourself a brand new high appreciation game. Okay, it looks like we can do multiple air jumps to extend our jump and do tricks. It's so simple and clean. Oh my god, see, these guys they know what's up. Another game I played like this back in the day was Rhyme, which a lot of kind of non-combat focused games with their puzzles and stuff. They're really important, these games. They are pieces of art. They're extremely lovely palate cleansers. They're labors of love. And trust me, we need them now more than ever. In a world of AAA slop, these games will always shine. Support your indies, support the small devs, and you might just find yourself with your new favorite aesthetic. Here we go. I'm going to try and be quiet during these lovely moments. Wow. Thank God for devs like Giant Squid. That was special. Oh my god, these guys know how to do it. Oh my god, yes, Sword of the Sea. Yes. I've played games like Song of the Sea and This of the Sea, and you get confused with all the names, I won't lie to you. There was another one as well from the Hyperlight Drifter guys called Solar Ash. I need to get on that. That also is kind of a movement mixed with combat games. God, it's so beautiful. I'm just playing this on base PS5 and it is still a banger. So I can only imagine what it's like on PS5 Pro. This is literally giving me Journey vibes. I know it's just because of the sand and that. But, oh man, we missed those days. Alright, let's see what we can get up to. This seems to be quite a no objective style game. So, just explore, have fun. If something captures your eye, then go check it out like this. Like, what's this over here? You never know what you'll find. Resonate them all. There you go, did that do something? Ooh, it like lowered some of the sand here. Did it reveal a path or something? Nice, okay. I love that. See, I wonder is there any collectibles. Let's have a look at our menu. The Veiled Sea. Look how gorgeous the UI is in the background. Almost gives me old kind of Prince of Persia vibes back when they cared about the art of it and not just trying to steal all our money. So we have some kind of a currency maybe along here, little things to collect, and then at the very top there's another currency. Then we got a score here as well. So there may be a type of Tony Hawk's little tricks and stuff score going on there. Who knows? Alright, let us enter into our first little cave. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for coming in. These are very special moments and special games. The sea remembers. Rock stands and water flows, so it ever must be. And it is the crushing to rock to make it flow and rush. so it is cruel to water to hold it still. The sea yearns to run, to dance, to follow the tides of the moon, but Torna moon held it fast, binding its vibrancy behind walls. The sea still churns inside those seeds, restlessly beating against its bounds. Rockets squeeze its life still and stagnant, but the sea remembers. Oh, you know, a little bit of poetry and almost haikus. Alright, didn't mean to activate it again, sure, there you go. There you go. Nice, this is going to be special. Okay, we already kind of see what's happening. So the funny thing about me is I'm someone who longs for freedom and that, you know, and if I could ever have a special power or turn into a creature, it would be a bird and be able to fly. But the idea of the sea is so, you know, strong and brutal and unwieldy, but also very freeing. But I can't swim, so I fear it. I fear it like no other. It is my greatest weakness. I can paddle like the most of them, but sure, it's not good enough. God, this is gorgeous. I want to live in this world. Look at that, woo! Big spire in the middle. It's hard to believe sometimes what these devs can do. It is art in its truest form. You know, none of this uncanny valley, none of the photorealism is not art in my opinion. I can just look at realistic photos. So this quest for photorealism in video games is depressing as shit. Looking at you, Naughty Dog. It's like, yeah, Last of Us, but have you ever tried, you know, Jak and Daxter? There was a rumor that's Cory Balrog. Oh, here we go. This is some of the stuff we saw in the trailer. Cool, let's see. Oh, the fish are flying. The rumor that Cory Balrog's next game was like a more mature Jak and Daxter, but I think that was just a funny joke. People are so desperate and chomping at the bit for Sony stuff that I'll start mentioning that stuff. Okay, look at that. This is where their Abzu skills come in, because they arguably created one of the most beautiful underwater games. Abzu, you just pretty much play as a diver. It never stops my chest from tightening. Looks like the music's kind of going when I collect these. I don't think the game has any kind of combat, but that's fine. Sometimes you need that. You really do. Whoa, look at that. Ooh, it gave us like a speed boost, I think. You really do need to switch things up like that. Trust me. As someone who plays a lot of back-to-back, like Souls-likes and things like that, or even FPSs, you can find yourself completely burning out and wondering, will you ever play another game again? You just have to look at it. There's not a checklist to finish off, but to look at it more, ooh, it's a chest, as basically art appreciation, you know? Pretty. Alright, our first chest. Okay, let's go figure out what this led to. Sick. I like that you don't fail. One of my issues with like Tony Hawk's games and that, and even in skating in real life, is it's not about worrying whether you fall or not. It's just never really felt like true balance. So just bailing and falling all the time just got really frustrating after a while. I think these new remasters of the Tony Hawk games are all fantastic, but it's clearly, is this a secret? It's clearly something kind of broken in them as well. Half it comes down to just straight up. I love that I checked over here and I got rewarded. Half of it is straight up shitty modern controllers, and you know, it's a hard thing to say. I know, I get it. People just you put a new piece of controller into someone's hand, and the first thing they can think of is just the newness you're liking. But in reality, if it's going to drift within 6 months, if it's collecting dirt, I don't know. It makes me sad. I do love the PlayStation 5 controller, but it was built with obsolescence in mind, so it's built to break, you know. And they should be ashamed of themselves. All three of them building really bad end of life things, you know. I have old PS2 controllers that still do their thing. I have Xbox 360 controllers that are still rocking it. I can't say the same about the last generation or this one. Some of it you just say, okay, well, if they're probably paying for cheaper parts mixed with cheaper labor equals cheap kind of shoddy outcome. But in reality, if you don't think that this is a sort of planned obsolescence, Which basically, that's just a fancy way of saying that they build them cheap so they break so you buy more. Then you'd be a fool not to think like that. Because that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, it sounds conspiratorial, but this day and age, they literally have psychologists. They don't have marketers, they have psychologists that will find the best way of keeping you playing, buying more stuff. There's dudes out there that are collecting Joy-Cons to never use them, or buying Sony products, Apple products to never ever use them as well, you know. The more freeing your life will be, the less you just consume for the sake of it. Cool, we basically got a half pipe inside of this swimming pool. Nice. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Hello. Nice. Like, look at this game, man. It just wants you to have fun. And it nails it. It nails it. Love the mosaic in the swimming pool. Yeah, the whole thing has a, as I said, a Persian thing about it. Do we ever get off this? Oh, there's the photo mode. Okay, of course it is. Can't get a Sony game without photo mode. You know what's funny? As time has progressed, it was actually Sony that was the bigger offender of gimmicks. We always thought it was Nintendo on their shovelware, but Sony held on to the 6-axis and the PlayStation Move like a baby with a rattle. To this day, you still need PlayStation Moves for PSVR. Needs 50? Oh, I got that, no problem. That's cool. Okay, so they're going to use it as a sort of progression. Careful, don't stop me. We going inside this thing? Tricks. Hey, hold L1 while the air and then press the face buttons. Cool. The Wrath, is that what we're called? The Wraith? Bring more Tetra. Alright, how much more? Because I got it on tap. You're welcome. This is beautiful. I gotta keep an eye on the clock. Spring span, spring span. Nice. The heat has finally broke here. Of course, everyone's freaking out. They're in their shorts and t-shirts, and then the most vicious little cold comes through. I'm okay. The autumn is my thing. Ooh, look at all these like pyramids. Gorgeous. Can't get over how beautiful everything is. The texture work, the colors. I love games like these. They're not afraid to just be so brave in their artistic design, believe in it wholeheartedly. That's true artistry, because what that means is that even if the game is a success or failed, it was about creating an art piece all along. That's passion. That's passion that AAA will never know. My God, look at that! All the reeds. So when we turn it back into the sea, everything in the sea is moved opposite. The fish are there, like we ourselves are under the sea. Float while airborne in kelp. Are you serious? Let's see. Oh. And then I can do tricks. There's L1 speed me up, I think. Oh, there we go. It says float hold, but I actually find just hammering the button is better. Okay, there you go, it's better now. It sort of works like a springboard. Might be better off to mash it. To each their own though. Pretty cool. Let's see what's over here first. Music, as you can imagine, that's why I didn't turn it down. I knew we were in for a special time. The cycle is broken. The necropolis is bound only to its own rules. The fish swim through air, the temples have their worshippers, and the water of the sea is not water. Ichor is the vibrance of the gods, the very lifeblood that animates them. Ichor invigorates into a god at its birth and returns to the necropolis in its demise. Now the Ichor is bound to the ocean seas. Not gods will be born, and none will die. The cycle is broken. Oh, and are we meant to return the cycle? Probably for the best, honestly. Less power the gods have, the better. I suppose they're always their own doing, you know, their own failing, their belief in their own omnipotence, that they could do no wrong. And in reality, they were the greatest offenders, really. If it's to be believed that they made us in their own image, and then gave us free will, it was sort of to break the shackles of their own trappings of immortality, right? It has been known for the longest time that any being that is truly immortal will eventually go mad no matter what. There is no avoiding it. Whether it be from loneliness or from just time itself, it eats away. There's no brain, there's no consciousness that is meant to live forever. It's a sad, sad truth. That's why most video games and stories, there's some sense of defying the gods or even outright killing them. That's why even if we believe the horrible things that happen to us and there's meant to be a god out there, if you believe in it, then they must be asleep at the wheel or gone mad. Alright, I like the way it just locks on there, it's pretty nice. Nice. I wonder, is there anything else on, seeing as it has the PS Plus extra, maybe there'll be something else on there we can mess around with? We'll see. We shall have a look. Alright. Ooh, nice. Oh, that feels amazing. I'm playing this with a remote play, which I gotta say, like, they kind of did it before Xbox's cloud stuff. I don't think it works very well though. I don't think the remote play works very well. As you can see, sometimes we played the whole of Death Stranding with it, and every like once an hour, once every couple of hours, it would just have a massive lag spike, and I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm like, it's under the desk. That's how far away I am from my PlayStation. So there's just no denying it. The apologists can go away. It's just it's not a great system. Now people use PS Plus remote play for their what's it called? That portable thing, that extra screen. But as usual, the only time you hear people talking about these things, they're crazy avid PlayStation fans, which really, the quicker you realize that that doesn't help a brand at all. They're just yes man. They don't even give you proper reviews because they're afraid of saying a bad word. I'm not here for that. What good is that? So when I kind of try it for myself and realize that the tables have unfortunately turned, because I also use xCloud on Xbox, and I can't lie, I don't really see any lag or anything. Now, as with all of these things, results will vary always, because you might be on Wi-Fi, you might have a pretty crap line, even if it's landline. Or a lot of people won't just refuse to go out there and get a $5 Ethernet cable. So I see people like using Elgatos or using whatever, or even their own PlayStations and Xboxes, and their HDMI clearly has been broken or chewed by a dog or an animal, whatever. It's just old, and they'll rather just sit there and complain. Like, the only time I'll complain about something when it's like something that's I've already paid for and I don't really want to get it again. That's how I felt about the controllers. Like, I'm almost the price of another console paid out just in controllers in less than the time I've had the console, you know. And I didn't feel like wanting to buy another one, and I started to. Eventually, I just got this one. This one is already within the first like month, I'd say. This controller has paid for its existence forever. Hello, how much do you need? 500? My lord, did you just eat them all up? Oh, I gotta be careful. 500. So yeah, it's unfortunate. At the start of the generation, I was playing so much Sony stuff, I started to sway over, and I'm like, I do think the PlayStation controller probably beats out the Xbox One this generation. But because of things like battery life and drift and that, and just dumb shit like the speaker and the touchpad not really being used properly. I like the touchpad, but ain't nobody using it. So it ends up in this situation where you're like, it's a better controller, badly utilized, both by the player base and Sony themselves. And we always say this about gimmicks and things. If the devs won't use it, the fans won't care about it. So it's just the way it is. Can I get up this way? Hell yeah, look at this. Some Elden Ring shit. Random rooms, huh? I love that noise of going along the... like a train going along the slates on the roof. Very nice. This is so chill. What's this all about? Okay, looks like it took a speed boost thing. There's clearly something going on over here. Let's see, can we get over here? Oh, he didn't jump at all. Interesting. He shed now. Nice. Oh. Oh yeah, oh these you have to walk over, okay. So nice. Exactly what the doctor ordered. We have a good few indie games. We played some nice ones, and we have a lot more as well. Recently got back into playing a bit of Nine Souls as well. It's just been really good. And next week we have 4 like AAA games. So big chills. Chills all, and no doubt we'll have some new news. Some Gamescom and some demos and stuff. There's at least 3 demos I wouldn't mind grabbing hold of. We'll see. The Gothic remake and Neo 3 and the Shinobi Age of Vengeance even has a demo. Okay, let's see. Did we see something else up here? Yes, I see you. How do we get up there? We must do a little. We do a little skating, baby. Oh, very nice. Okay. Lights him up, get a little bit of water, opens up one part of the gate. Let's find the other one, huh? By the way, it just flows. It all flows. These little tiles here. What's that? That's the little homie? Okay. Still need like a 400 for him. So, we'll just chill for the meantime. I'm telling you, these games are so important. They will awaken something in your soul. Let's see what this does. Boosh! Oh my god. I'm inside. Guess that's the other one to get back out. But we're already in there. Clever. Bing bong. No, that's somewhere else. Bing bong. Dee 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 dee. Never seen a game just to take to it so easy. Another sign of a fantastic dev. They know what they're doing, you know? There is no fear, no doubt. Everything just flows and works. And for me and you, it looks like it comes so easy. It's like, oh, it doesn't have that many mechanics or whatever. It's like, no, this takes... What is this? You get sucked in there? Cool! Cool. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, didn't even know that. Nice recovery there. Need like what, 400? No, we still got a ways to go. Okay. See any over here? I give my life to you. What was that from? What was that sound? Boop. Oops. Probably like from The Mummy or something. Okay, let's go see what this unlocks, shall we? Woo! Nailed it. Hello. These little cute guys. Yes, we also have another game. These little horned creatures remind me. Called The Herdlings, which is coming out later on this week. So that'll be fun. So we'll have some lovely, gorgeous surfing in the sand and sea. And then herding little creatures. It's a very... on Gamescom as well. It's a very wholesome, happy little week. I dig it. Cheers. Here's to you guys. So very needed. Aw, look at that. Little bottlenose dolphin. Cool. That's his way of saying thank you. And as long as it's not the other way of saying thank you. Oh, I was wondering, could we get up there? Maybe now we can. I did get up there and it kind of stopped for a second. Maybe you gotta grind on it or something. Okay, that's one side. Oh my god, are you kidding me, game? Gorgeous. I'm so deeply fascinated with the ocean and the deep sea. I hate that my own lack of being able to properly swim, or my fear of diving. It's a lot of stuff as well. I got like a lot of problems with my ears, since I was young. So I get a lot of ear infections, and that's connected to your nose too. So I'm like, I don't want to get water near my ear at all. There's ways to prevent that. Look at that. We're swimming with the dolphins. I don't know if we came this way, do we? Can we go along these chains? Oh, son. That's pretty sick. That one's flying beside me. The Sword of the Sea. I play a lot of sea-based games and that, like Sea of Solitude and Wavetail, and they're gorgeous, and they all have their own art style when it comes to the sea and stuff. Oh no, my bulb. I gave my bulb a good old-fashioned punch the other day by accident. I think it's been very angry with me ever since. My sophisticated stream lighting, brought to you by an everyday common bulb. That's right. Nah, it's not great lighting at all. Look, this is what it is. I don't really care. The day I go there and get a ring light, I have been lost to the annals of time. Diddle-diddle-dee. Not for me. Did they put more over here to kind of tell you to climb back up? Oh, they're everywhere. Look, where do these guys come from? Can we have a look at this dude? Nice. There's more there. There we go. My god, they're everywhere. Can we do a cool, like, loop-de-loop? Oh, hell yeah. That was so sick. I got caught in the door there. Can we get them all? Not even close. Come on, little buddy. Oh, nice. You can kind of... Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna be thick. Yeah, interesting how much motion sickness options they have. Good for them. Now, as someone who suffers from motion sickness a lot, I'm not feeling it now, you know. That's good. I do, yeah, and I do think, like, with my ear problems in my youth, I do think that's what's led to the motion sickness stuff. It's all connected. There's a reason why, like, when you need to, you go to, like, an ear, nose, and throat specialist, because they're all connected. They share the same canals, basically. And that's why, if you get a stuffy nose, some people, maybe not for everybody, but your eardrums can get blocked. They are connected, my trucker. Oh yeah, I suffer greatly. And then it's one of those things where if I'm on a plane, my ears don't pop. I think what might have happened without knowing is that I might have ruptured something when I was younger. Ruptured eardrums or something. I mean, you wouldn't be able to hear very well. My hearing's fine. Oh wow. How did all this stuff start appearing, huh? Where was it 2 minutes ago? We'll have 400 in no time now. Gorgeous. I want to ride along those trains. They're everywhere. Look at that. Just like that, we're up to 214. How special is this? Oh, I didn't even see the reeds. Oh, I'm so silly. The game mechanic. I've already forgotten. That's something like... I'm probably like a dev's worst nightmare. Because it's not even about yellow rope and all that we all hate. I too hate. It's not about that. It's about the things that are given. I don't listen to. It's mainly from streamer brain, which is a real thing. It should be examined. I think a lot of streaming stuff might actually induce a type of ADHD, because you're constantly scatterbrained, and you want to or not. Alright, can we go across here? Yes! Alright, cool. So it looks like when they can't move. Nice! What a great shortcut. Did we miss anything else over there? Woo! Sick. There's a nice chest over there. I think he wanted 500. think most of this would be off limits, huh? Maybe some of them. La 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 la. Trust me, man, I break games, I go out of bounds. Oh yes. Twisted game breaker. Off we go. Look at this place. It's so smooth as well. The whole game. Absolute. Gotta commend the devs on that. Just beautiful texture work as well. As someone who is getting quite fed up with Unreal Engine's piss poor performance, it's always nice to see an engine and a dev do it well. At first I always thought it was a dev issue. So I'm like, oh, clearly Unreal Engine is this wonderful engine that all these people love. But as time goes on and the problems persisted now well beyond 10 years, I can't really say it's a dev problem because it's clearly baked into a shitty engine. But, who knows? It's not been fixed since like Gears 1, so I don't think... But these, we can't use these ones because they're like trapped with the sand, you see. Interesting. We'll figure out what that's all about. Even this, using this red kind of for their flags, this is all very notable. Whether they mean to or not, they have invoked Journey. That crimson red of the same scarf, and then having this kind of sea-like sand is very Journey-esque as well. I think it's an homage. I think it's like a beautiful callback and respect. Respect. Beautiful. Alright, let's keep going. This is the type of game that you'll find on a YouTube video or something, and it'll already have the whole game up, and it'll say it's 3 hours long or something. Trust me when I say this. Don't watch that crap. Don't listen to it. Don't even look at the length of it. That's all nonsense. These people are like, they are so victimized by their own algorithm that they don't even play games anymore. They're just playing views. They play these games and dump them, move on to the next. People like MK Ice and Fire and Shikaro and all those dudes. They don't care. As soon as there's a meme about a game, they immediately go and play it. And they're all clickbaity bastards too. Everything has to be a remake. It's like, you're playing an old remaster. They don't even bother to like, God, at least if they fucking emulate it or put some mods in it, they don't even do that. Fucking useless. Most people are clicking them, and I have myself as well, because, as I said, you get to see sometimes how big a game is, or you do it. What's this supposed to be? Because it doesn't have a commentary, so there's a place for that. But yeah, like most gaming is dead, so even those guys, people can't be arsed. Some of them get millions of views, some of the videos, and you look at other ones, they're trying to, jump on a trend or a meme, and it's like 30k views. Is it worth it? So eventually, like, I understand where they're coming from, and for the most part people appreciate, and sometimes I'll use it, so I appreciate that side of it, but it's just, it homogenizes everything. They're not games to them anymore. How do you get down there? Maybe we'll release it when the water is there and we can get underneath it. There's our lovely... No, it's this thing here. So yeah, like, I'm not exactly ragging on them, but just... Here's the thing, when they do it for like pre-established old games or AAA games, you'll notice I'm not too fussed about it. I don't care, the money's been made. But when they shite out these videos of new indie games that have taken like 6 years, 8 years, 10 years to make, and they shit it out 2 days before the embargo lifts, and it's over, that's one video for them. And it's just... I know that most of the devs don't mind that much because at the end of the day it's views is views, but... just hurts my feelings, man. It's a bad analogy, but it's like drowning some puppies or kittens, because they're just drowning these games in the middle of everything else, AAAs. another one, you know. That's probably, when you talk to those guys, they're like Andrew Tate, you know, embryo babies, you know, these half manlets that you know, haven't done a lick of work in their life. They live off synthetic testosterone and synthetic protein and synthetic lives. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this bulb because like probably annoying the shit out of you guys. Is my green screen fucked as well? Give me a second here. But yeah, so it's just a pain in the arse. Yeah, I see it there. Probably because the bulb is going. Well, I don't think the bulb is going. It's like an old energy bulb. It's just, as I said, I gave it such a punch the other day. Oosh. I'll tell you what, I used to go through these bulbs for a long time. Just needs a little love. Little loving. Good love. Alright. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. 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 Yeah, these guys are already shaping up this game in seconds. It's just not the way they're meant to be played. Look at these sailfish, oh my god. Gorgeous. I always get me swordfish and sailfish is wrong. Woo! Nice. Ooh, what's that supposed to be? I saw something there, did you? I like kind of react differently with the water and the sand. What? Oh, it's just one of them? Cool. It's so bright and beautiful and colourful. It's like food for the soul, man. You know, when you like, especially when you're living in old overcast Ireland and Britain and that, you know? It's like, oh, it's just food for the soul. Because if we want like colour, if we want brightness, we gotta go to like European countries. But that's not what you want. Like, you're staring into the eye of the sun. That's not what you want. You want like this. So I wonder who these are. I was able to move inside the cutscene. Let's go. I wonder who these little soldiers are. Just little defenders of the land, cleansers. Call them wraiths, which is usually not a name that is comes with good connotations.
Trouble.
Oh, is that like a mural? Will we get a little backstory? Oh. What's funny is I was expecting a little motion sickness because of the possibility. How do we get in there? Of the way the waves are moving, so it kind of is flowing and undulating, and is that going to make you sick? No. Look, we have enough for that dude. We should go back and see what we can get. Let's go up here and see if it'll give us a little story. It's just absolutely delightful. Very rare to get a game these days that is everything you hoped and wished for it from the trailer. And there you go. It's this. It's like some kind of warrior fighting a great serpent or something. Oh, those guys, they always crack me up. I don't know what they're called. The beluga things. Who's that? The blade. The sea would need a champion. Its champion would need a weapon for the war that lay ahead. No ordinary weapon would do. The sea produced rocks that would not carve, metals that would not rust, woods that would not burn. The blade that came forth would never dull, the hilt would never chip, the finest weapon ever forged. But who could wield it? Oh, look at that. Cool. Ding, 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 ding. What's this supposed to be? Should I go through here? Ooh. Hello? Whoa! Jellyfish! Can I jump on these things? Yep. Ah, it's so slick. So slick. Brings me back to those early PS3 days. I miss those. There was a certain kind of experimentation and desperation, and I think a lot of those wider companies work better when there's a creativity, freedom, when you don't have to always be performing financial quarters and things like that, you know. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I think we're meant to have been going this way, right? I think. Maybe. The chains could be coming over this way. Gnarly, dude. No, we found something else. Cool, a conch shell. What is it? It's like a secret. Oh god, I was just about to go back. Okay, we got one. Oh, score of 20k already. Alright, let's go back to that guy and present him with all his goodies. Nice, 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 nice. Hit him! Oh! I didn't make it up there. I'm not really going that way yet, anyway. Diddle-diddle-dee. Jellyfish! Thank you, jellyfish. This is a different chain, is it? We unleashed one of them. No, this is that other train going back. Have they got heads of dolphins? Yes, yes they do. And you don't see that every day, do you? You do not. Maybe we can take the chain back. Would it allow us? I don't know. Yes, it will. Okay. Gnarly, dude. Righteous. Almost missed it. Pulling off too many tricks. Probably didn't need to do it this way, but that's how I roll sometimes. Ahead of the curve sometimes. Not in a good way. Hello, sir. I've returned with your payment. It better be enough. Or it should be like 2 or 3 off. Which is the way. 110. I need 390. Okay, no, we're clean. We're clear. Okay, what's he gonna give us? Da da da. Bong. Hey, spin tricks. Can now do spin tricks. Hold L1 air and repeatedly press them. Okay. Thank you. He's unlocking some fun for us. Thank you. And then you can still wipe out. We go this way over here? I don't think so. So there's some kind of hourglass on it. Hold. Some kind of challenge. Prove your valor. Attain the high score within the time limit. Chain tricks to raise your combo. Land successfully to multiply your score. Alright, activate the hourglass. High score. 8,000 I think it said. Here we go. Do it like the Bamba. Okay, here we go. Ready? Go! Alright. I need you to... There we go. Did I not land it? Apparently not. I think I kind of cheated with the spins, did I? I got the spinnies. 8 seconds. Is that all then? All right, 18,000. I think we beat it. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think once we unlock the spinnies, just made it easy. Cancel out the half pipe stuff. Very nice. No. No. I don't want to do it again. What's all this stuff on the ground? I think it was like speeding me up a little bit. That's cool. How do I get out? I want to leave. Fuck off, screenshot. Cancel. Bye bye. Alright. Let's go back to the main area. See what's crack-a-lacking. Finish. Finito. Sure made things easier once we had the spins. I got the spins. God, this is so fun. Movement is amazing. Now, I think if it did have combat, I think they make these choices well, you know. Okay, let's see, can we open up the other side? Take me on the other side before we have to move on. Honey, now if I'm honest, still don't know what love is. Now the mirror cold. Here's the time to call. Okay, let's see what's up here. Now the floodgates will not hold. Some goodies and the white sand. Can't really do anything with the chains, yeah. Follow the flags. Flags of our fathers. Our fathers' fathers. His fathers' fathers. Fathers' fathers? Fathers. Father. Now that you'll get your jellyfish on. Get your jellyfish on. I get your jellyfish on. I get your jellyfish on. We're fucking flying. A contrast of the. I don't even need to land. Contrast of the teal or the green. It makes everything's so pretty. No doubt we'll have to collect a few more. We figured out what those circles in the bottom of the pause screen are. Seems to be abilities with the sword. So far we have types of tricks. Don't miss none. Look at all the jellyfish. Jellyfish? So pretty. And something so beautiful can be so dangerous. Alright. Come fly with me. Fly! Oh my. That was simple and clean. Yes. I love when games do that, returning like nature to things. Kenna Bridge of Spirits, and Concrete Genie. Oh, we got the orcas. Also a beautiful creature, but far more dangerous. There you go. Opening up the wide open area. Going towards one of the pyramids. Whoa, I love them. Are they feasting? A school of fish. I didn't even know. Hammerhead sharks too. I never even knew like the danger of orcas. Woo! Oh wait, was I on top of one? No way! Oh my god! We are riding an orca whale. Beautiful. Look how clean they are. Okay, this game is awesome. You gonna take me back? But yeah, I grew up, same as probably everybody else, with like, you know, Flipper. Oh, what do you want? And Free Willy. He wants 1,000? Ah, nine. Okay, okay. Golly. I'll get you some. We're already a quarter of the way there. And you know, those movies kind of set out to promote how beautiful the creatures are. No doubt they are. Maybe even promote a little bit of SeaWorld as well. Who knows? But yeah, as time has gone on, you realise that, you know, just like the cuteness of bears and stuff, these things are wild animals, first and foremost. Nice! Oh, we're barely slowing down. The speed! I have the power. Nice. Alright, let's see what's behind the big yellow door. Any goodies here? Boop, boop, boop. Oh, the cutscene. Oh. We may have a baddie. Not in a good way. You there? Oh, I seen it. We all seen it. Don't worry. I promise you. We all seen it. Ooh. Better stop. Everybody just sit down for a nice glass of milk. Stop fighting. I love everybody. Okay, now where are we going to? The mystery unfolds. Oh, wow. Oh my god, wow. My god, this game is gorgeous. Underground like Crystal Cave. Beautiful. My soul is full, you know. It's like taking a big giant breath of fresh air. You didn't even know you needed. Hello, friend. Did I bring something back for you? Want to eat this? How do we bring it with us? Okay. Jesus. Giant squid, you guys need to know how incredible you guys are. A whole team. You're really making art. These type of games when you sit down and people go, certain game and this game or that game saved my life, and you're like, okay, and then you go and play them yourself and you're like, that's a snapping turtle. And like, I can see it. I can see how even if it just gives someone a couple of hours of reprieve from their life or their addiction or whatever, I can see it. This is like finding God in video games. Who are you? Talk to me. Talk to me. Ooh. I'll give you a shiny nickel. It's in my front pocket. I got something in my pocket for you. Nice. I've noticed a lot of games doing this with wall running, where they position the camera and allow you just to kind of move up and down. Not so much worry about the wall running part. And I actually really like that. I can't lie. I really like that. Going from countless games using the wall running. Oh, you want some too? Oh, you're the same guy. Oh, okay. I didn't realize this, but they're sort of working like the same entity. So I can keep topping them up instead of looking for a new one. That's great. That's great. I love it. It's lovely. Thanks for that. That makes my life a whole lot easier. Let me in. You guys got any little boo-boos? Dude, I can't stop these ladies with little boo-boos, man. It's scary. How long until the boo-boo horror movies? Don't know. Not all wars have victors. Ooh, that felt good. All battles are ruinous, but not all wars have victors. So it went with the Wanderer, and the forces of the sea battled toward the moon and her wraiths of fire red. The ocean's creatures were noble, fighting to preserve the cycle. The gods with their legion of metal wraiths fought only for immortality. The wraiths of red fire were extinguished when the sea was dried to dust. All battles are ruinous, but not all wars have victors. I like that. I like that. I think we are the wraiths of red sand, but now we've been reborn as helpers for the ocean sea. Oh no, there they are there. So this is obviously us here. And there's the... So maybe this creature we're being followed by is one of them. One of these wraiths of red sand. It's like the sword and the sea are fighting against each other, instead of realizing that they both need each other. Boop. Jesus, like I knew I was gonna like this game and I was excited for it. I just didn't think I needed it as much as I have. This is literally like a warm bath after a hard day's work. It's just good food for the soul. God bless them. I'm grateful for that. I really like Persian and sand aesthetic. I don't know why. It's usually dry. It's usually getting caught everywhere. It's coarse. But there's something about it. Have you ever put toes between, or the sand between your toes? It is lovely. I think was it last year or the year before? I was having like a pretty rough time, or at least that's what I thought I was anyway. I hadn't gone on vacation well, so I went for a little staycation. The whole thing I wanted wasn't to try food or get pissed. It was just to put some sand between my toes. And I got to do it and I was very happy. But it's just so funny. It's like, go buy like a kid's sand pit and just be happy. Alright. I love how so far it's just so aesthetically pleasing and easy and fun and just is. Let's see what the crystals have to say, shall we? So pretty. Not gonna lie, these dolphin ancestor human things is a bit weird. The great dolphin is the sea's freedom, swimming independent and powerful and vibrant. The dolphin has no use for limits. The immortal forces of Tor na Moon defied the cycle and defied the sea and bound the sea tightly. The great dolphin fought and fought. The Tor na Moon drained the sea. The dolphin itself was petrified, deprived of its chance to swim. I may have to